Yeah, that's exactly right. And this is very important. And I'll tell you what, this is so common. This problem and this mistake that people make is they say, well, I don't have the money to pay the tax, so I'm not going to file the return. And I'll get the money in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 months, and then I'll file the return then. That's a mistake. It's a bad mistake because it adds insult to injury in a big way. Here, the penalty for failure to pay the tax is 1% a month for every part of a month that you're late, capped out at 25 months or 25%. The failure to file the return is another 25% penalty. 5% a month for any part of a month that you're late, capped out at 25%. So if you don't file that tax return, you double the amount of the penalties that the IRS is going to add. So they take a difficult situation and they turn it into an impossible situation because of adding penalties. And then, of course, the interest is added on top of all of that. So if you had a $10,000 tax bill that you couldn't pay, by the time the IRS is done with all the penalties and all the interest, it's probably $20,000. And depending on how old it is, if it goes on for a year, 2, 3 years, with the interest that gets piled on top of that, it increases by as much as 3 times. So you're adding insult to injury by not filing that tax return on time. Even if you can't pay and this is important, so it's worth emphasis, even if you can't pay the tax on time, don't fail to file the return. File the return on time, and at least that way you can interact with the IRS and get into a situation where you can discuss with them terms of payment over time, which is something else we should discuss.